on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
When you look at this defense,
they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 16 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield.
Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Handoff now. It's Gray with it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops, a tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his 2nd NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You talk about this Giant defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40. before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And once more, Howe back to the air. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Robinson up the middle. Will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most,
touchdown! Daniel Bellinger, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. After one, a 14-3 Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their 35-yard line. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And Hal will throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he is going to have a Commanders 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 there on 4th and inches. Throwing here, Howell.
And he rifles one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd down, Hal back to pass. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
He gets 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here we go, hey. 23 yards. First down, Giants.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now Jones. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
A run between the tackles with Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Here's Jones on 1st down.
And he'll go underneath here to Breida. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Jones on third down.
His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end.
Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Gano's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense.
It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
Here's Howell.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy sideline.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
37 yards on the punt with no return.
One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Howell.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell.
In trouble, and he's taken down. And they're going to to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. So we have reached halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the 3rd quarter. Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Now Howell.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Howell.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, it's Tucker. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Ready? 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tucker, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Third and 19. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. hurts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Giants.
Back to throw. Jones.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
They'll find Hodgins there complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Now a give to Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now here on EA Sports. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 40 yards.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again. Here the 4th. Jones throwing for it.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked
As we speak.
Points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You
down
would
there?
not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Little bootleg here. Howell.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's Deontay Banks with it.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Jones now off the play fake. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Here's Jackson to return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. New York set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Here we go, hey.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Martin there on the tackle.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that? And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. On play action, Brissett. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, check, hey.
Now Brissett. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Kayvon Thibodeau drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Tressway now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Yeah, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Jones. This is Shepard on the catch.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now Jones.
And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Here comes 2nd down. To throw is Jones.
Check down to Breida. And down inside the 15 he goes. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They run the counter. It's Tucker. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, Tucker.
And he will have a Commanders 1st down, and that should just about do it. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
We all just got a heck of a show.